At around 7 in the morning, I wake up, surprisingly peacefully given the events of yesterday. As I think back to the past 24 hours, I try my hardest to convince myself that I'd completely misinterpreted everything. Natsuki was not in the best shape last I saw her, and I realize now I'm still not seeing her at this moment. I look to my right and register that my significant other is not beside me in bed. I panic momentarily before I hear sizzling downstairs. Phew, she's just making us breakfast. I pop myself up out of bed and adjourn to the bathroom where I wash the morning breath out of my mouth. Man, that tastes gross. I'm thankful that Natsuki likely didn't get a whiff of it for that poor girl's own sake. From the hallway, I walk into the living room, the sound of sizzling rising in the volume with each step. I take a glance at the sofa to the right of me before walking into the kitchen and notice something a little peculiar. One of the couches has a blanket on top of it, sloppily. However, when I saw Natsuki on the couch yesterday, I never saw her with a blanket. Did she deliberately get herself a blanket so she could sleep on the couch? I walk into the kitchen and from the side notice Natsuki standing at the stove tending to our breakfast. She seems to be blushing, but I realize that's probably just her face getting red from the heat of the stove. Good morning.
Huh? Oh, good morning, cutie.
So I'm the cute one now, huh?
You better believe it.
She has a big smile on her face, but I feel a bit uneasy. Yesterday's drama must still be lingering with me. Not only that, but I can't shake the idea of Natsuki avoiding me last night. I need to speak up. We've built our relationship on trust, and I don't want her to read my frustration instead of me just manning up and saying what's on my mind. Hey, Nats, can we...
Do you love a lot of cinnamon on your French toast?
Yeah, sure. Honestly, I didn't even know we had cinnamon.
I've been making shopping runs. Do you love a lot of vanilla too?
I'll pass on that one. So, there's something that I'm wondering...
Oh, hold on. I just noticed the trash cans are full. Let me get some new bags from the closet.
Natsuki walks out of the room and grabs a few garbage bags from the closet in the hall. I don't really know why I don't just keep those under the sink, but that's a problem for another day. Natsuki doesn't look at me as she does this, nor does she look at me while she's emptying the garbage. She finally finishes the task.
Ah, there we go. Much cleaner. Do you mind taking these out to the containers? I don't want to leave the food alone.
Yeah, sure. You mean like the garbage bins? I quickly run outside with the garbage bags and drop them into the containers, then walk back inside having the smell of garbage quickly infesting my delicate nasal cavities. I re-enter the kitchen and see Natsuki putting what looks to be the finishing touches on our French toast.
Here, I'm almost done. I can set the table real fast while it cools so you can take a seat.
Dang, she seems really antsy this morning. Nats, are you... Oh, dang it, I can't stop bumping my scroll wheel.
Sit down.
Her giggle is one I can't resist, so I do as she says. Nonetheless, she's acting very strange right now. Almost like she's trying to be a maid or a waitress rather than my girlfriend. Natsuki, we need to talk. To be completely honest, I was shocked I was able to verbally finish my thought without Natsuki cutting me off. She has an unsettled expression on her face as she looks at me deeply.
Can I just finish making our breakfast first?
Nats, this is more important to me right now than breakfast. She looks at me, almost with contempt, like she knew she wasn't going to slither her way out of this inevitable conversation. Not only was yesterday trying for both of us, but I've also deduced that she may have slept by herself last night. Well, wouldn't you know that, having gone to bed in your bed alone? Whatever. Natsuki, I can tell something is wrong right now. Do you think you could tell me what it is?
Hallie, there's nothing wrong.
I'm not having that. I know you too well by this point. It's why we've gotten this far in the first place. I want you to tell me what's on your mind so we can work through this. To be honest, I'm tired of being forced to pry information out of you rather than you just telling me yourself. Natsuki looks a little upset at me, but sometimes tough love is a necessity.
Hallie, can't you just let me do my job?
Excuse me, what job?
Taking care of you, cleaning, cooking, making you feel good, letting you have sex with me. Just let me be your girlfriend and stop questioning everything I do!
Natsuki, is that what you think this is all about? Is that really how you see yourself? Just a tool for my pleasure? You need to show yourself more respect, and at that, show me some more respect. I love you for who you are, not what you think you are. Natsuki looks at the floor silently.
I wish I could believe you, but the more time that passes, the more awful crap that happens to us thanks to me and our friends. The more I realize, it's all my fault.
Enough! Natsuki goes silent and stares at me, tears starting to form in her eyes as the rest of her face remains static. You're not perfect, but you're far from being a screw-up. You're only human, Nats. But in my eyes, you're the most perfect girl I've ever known. If I didn't look past your flaws to see through to the real you, I wouldn't still be here, rest assured. I freaking love you, Natsuki. Natsuki and I remained silent for several moments.
Why do you have to be so damn good at this?
What?
At reading me, figuring out that I'm all messed up in the head.
Natsuki, don't you say that.
But it's true. When I think that I'm an idiot, you tell me I'm wrong. When you tell me good things about me, my mind tells me you're lying. I feel like I'm just freaking trapped inside my own thoughts.
Nuts, anxiety and insecurity is normal, but you have a boyfriend and not to mention at least 2 other super supportive friends. Even if you convince yourself of all the horrible things you've managed to come up with about you, there's one thing you aren't, and I defy you to argue against.
And what would that be?
Alone. You aren't alone, Nuts. At least not anymore, and you never will be again. Natsuki's face breaks into a sad smile, then she slowly sets her head into my chest and wraps her arms around me tightly. I stroke her down the length of her back and stroke her hair. I get a whiff of her strawberry shampoo, which perfectly complements the color she brags. Is this natural?
What, you mean giving you big hugs like this?
No, your hair, the color. Was it always pink? Natsuki slugs me in the shoulder upon detaching from me. She cackles at my pain like the little witch she's proven to be.
Way to destroy a moment as soon as you create it.
I can't help but smile. Trust me, I take pride in it. But you still didn't answer my question.
Yes, it's natural. If I ever dyed my hair, my dad would have been so pissed.
Yeesh, I'd imagine.
Yeah, but luckily I don't have to worry about him anymore, right?
Natsuki's making a little joke because the answer is obviously yes. But it sounds like she's still looking for affirmation that I'll never abandon her. Right, never again. I'm your family now. Natsuki leans up to my face and kisses me on the lips quickly.
Holly, can I ask you just one more thing?
Totally.
Well, I trust you completely, but do you think I should trust everyone else?
Could you be more specific?
Monica and Sayori, and Yuri. Don't get me wrong, I love them all, but I feel something off with each one of them. And it's not like general paranoia or anything either. They're each giving me some separate reason to be worried about them.
Nuts, how come you haven't told me about this before?
Haven't you been paying attention? I've been way too screwed up in the head to tell you that without being worried you'd call me a heartless bitch or something.
You don't have to worry about that, Nuts. You just don't. She sighs.
Yeah, I know. So, do you think I can talk to you about what's going on with all of them that's messing with me?
No doubt, Nuts. I'm here to listen always. Natsuki really unloaded a lot on me just now. I didn't realize how strongly she felt about our friends. She seems particularly stressed about Sayori. I mean, it only makes sense. She is her best friend outside of me, and it's clear to everyone that there's been something off about her as of late. I feel like Natsuki's concerns are more for Sayori's sake than her own. Knowing that, I don't think I would have spent so much time with Sayori last night when Natsuki needed me the most. That was wrong. Sayori will always be important to me, but with the hindsight that Natsuki is worried about Sayori's involvement in our lives, I feel guilty. Hand in hand, Natsuki and I approach school for another monotonous week, literature club notwithstanding. Seems like there's always something going on in literature club.
I'll see you after classes.
Yeah, see ya. Promise me you'll try taking your mind off stuff today, okay?
I will, thank you. Bye!
As expected, the day was unremarkable, which makes it strange that I feel such comfort in something like the literature club, something I also attend each and every day. I guess I just really enjoy the company of these girls with whom I've grown so close. Despite our ups and downs, I do feel like I've found family in each of them. Of course, none more notably than...
Hey!
Hey, yeah, how's your day?
It was fine. Thanks to you, I was able to not think so much about stuff. You know, other than school.
Well, that's good. About time to go inside, I presume. I say that with a half-assed British accent, hitting at how I expected to respond.
Well then, my darling, won't you accompany me inside?
Same accent I use. My girlfriend is perfect. I hook her arm into mine like a fancy man and open the door to the literature club, expecting to lay my eyes on the usual scene. Natsuki and I walk in, and we see Sayori standing by the teacher's desk with Monica sitting in its accompanying chair, tidying up a stack of papers in her hands. Good afternoon, you two.
Well, hi, Holly. You seem pretty cheery today. Natsuki, though, I don't really see it. Oh, just a joke, Natsuki. Hey, Natsuki, Hallie. I'm actually really glad you came.
Well, of course we came. We belong in this club, don't we?
Yeah, actually, what I'm really trying to say is that I'm glad you came because the truth is, I feel more at peace. You know, what we talked about the other day.
She's looking at me, so I assume she means she's at peace with Natsuki and I being together in spite of her depression. I still can't believe she kept that locked away from me for so long. I feel like a fool.
So, what I was wondering was, do you guys want to come over to my house for a movie night after club? Yes, absolutely.
I'm pretty surprised at Natsuki's immediate and enthusiastic response, but I'm glad to see it because I'm pretty excited about the idea too. I'm totally in, Sayori. It's been a long time since we've done anything like that.
I know. I miss spending time with you, Hallie. And I might miss spending time with Natsuki even more. Huh, how's that feel? Sayori misses me more than she misses you.
I genuinely can't decide how to feel, because I think Sayori's just trying to tease me.
Except to feel like a man, Hallie. What she said.
Care to weigh in on this one, Miss President?
You win some, you win some.
Thanks, so helpful. After our club meeting, Natsuki, Sayori, and I all walked home together. Was Yuri just not there that day? Natsuki and I go back to my house to change, then we walk over to Sayori's house.
I'm really excited Sayori invited us.
I noticed that. To be honest, I didn't think you'd be so pumped to hang out with Sayori.
You kidding? Sayori's my best bud.
Really? Since when? At that moment, Sayori opens her door to let us in.
Hello. So?
Why are we all greeting each other? We just got done walking home together for like 8 minutes.
I guess he's right. Come in.
Sayori leads us up to her bedroom, where there appears to be a massive bowl of popcorn sitting on her bed. There appears to be, or there is. Wow, you sure made a lot of popcorn quick.
It's thanks to something I like to call Sayori Kitchen Magic.
Natsuki sneakily grabs a piece of popcorn and eats it.
It tastes like it's from a bag. Ah! Oh, yeah, popcorn is from a bag, silly. No, like a plastic bag. Like you bought it straight from the store like a bag of chips. Oh, you caught me. There's no such thing as Sayori Kitchen Magic.
I put my hand on Sayori's shoulder. We know.
You're such a beanie.
Did I say bean? I meant meanie. Whatever. Out of nowhere, a fistful of popcorn flies at Sayori and me from the left. Hey!
Wasn't me, the cow did it. The cow wouldn't do such a thing.
The bird, on the other hand. I don't trust that thing. And its big, lifeless eyes.
Whatever you mean by bird, Hallie?
Sayori, I once lost my wallet in your room, even though I left it on your desk, and I didn't find it until I checked under the bird. I don't believe in ghosts, but that thing doesn't sit right with me.
You're a baby, Hallie, and totally gullible. Sayori must have hid it under there just to mess with you. Oh, actually, I never did anything like that.
Bird.
Oh, anyways, you guys want to watch the movie now?
Didn't you invite us over for movie night? Shouldn't we wait until it's dark? Or darker?
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, no problem. So what do you want to do instead?
Well, now that you mention it, before you let us in, Natsuki was about to tell me when you two became best buds. Gotta admit, I feel like you turned your back on me a little.
No, Hallie. I can have more than one best friend. Both of you are...
I'm teasing, Sayori. Relax.
Oh, right.
Well, anyway, I do want to hear that story.
Well, do you remember exactly when we met? I know when we really became friends, but I do remember us meeting one time before that.
So is this gonna match what we learned on the Sayori route?
Don't you remember? The vending machine. It was. Yeah, you tried stealing my money with it all on the ground. I did? How come I don't remember that at all?
I think I know why. Natsuki probably suppresses any memory that involves her futile pursuit of food while living under her dad's roof. I'm glad she doesn't need to live that way anymore. I swear if I ever meet that son of a...
Well, like a week later, I saw you on the roof of the school meeting a while ago. Yeah, that's where I do start to remember stuff pretty clearly. I always wondered what you were doing on the roof anyway. Oh, would you believe me if I told you I was just doing literature club scouting and go lucky? I'm gonna have to say no to that one.
Seconded.
Meanies. Fine, do you want to know?
Yes, Sayori.
You really want to know? Yes, now spell it. Oh, fine, but you're no fun. I was up there because I saw you going up the stairs and I remembered where I saw you from. I wanted to find the pink-haired money-stealing vending machine girl so bad for a while, because I remember thinking you were very sweet, considerate, and shy.
Even though she tried to steal your money.
Since she was considerate, she apologized about it right away. But yeah, that's how it happened. I wanted it to properly meet you so bad for a while, and I was super happy when I finally did. That day on the roof was one of the best days of my life, Natsuki. Do you mean it, Sayori? Yeah. You wanted to meet me that badly? Even though I tried to steal your money and acted like a total spaz in front of you? Yeah, because I could tell you were a good person. When I saw that look in your eyes, I could tell. I get that same look sometimes. Sayori, that means the world to me.
Natsuki then awkwardly holds her arms out to indicate she wants to hug Sayori.
Aw, you don't have to be shy about it, go here.
Natsuki and Sayori hug, and I can't help but smile, seeing the two girls I care about most in the world being so sweet to one another. Can I get in on this?
You're not even have to ask.
The three of us have a group hug before all of a sudden...
The forecast today is cloudy skies with a 99% chance of popcorn!
Natsuki grabs the bowl of popcorn and drops all of it down on the two of our heads, and I can't help but laugh. Hey! I pick Natsuki up and toss her onto Sayori's bed and hold her arms down. Natsuki starts flailing her eggs and giggling. I say eggs? Flailing her legs, my god. Also, this sounds like the most obnoxious thing I've heard. There's just popcorn everywhere.
Pally, quit it, let me go!
Not a chance. Sayori, collect as much popcorn as you can.
Ah, oh, okay.
I keep holding Natsuki down and she keeps on laughing, then the next thing I know...
I got a bunch, Hallie!
I think Natsuki deserves some corny payback.
That sounds really gross, Hallie!
Just throw the popcorn at Nats! Sayori starts unleashing popcorn at Natsuki one by one, and the two of them continuously giggle, and I can't help but join in the laughter.
When I get out of this dummy stronghold, you're gonna both regret this!
More popcorn, Sayori!
I want it!
Sayori collects more popcorn and prepares to pelt Natsuki with it, but before she can...
Desperate times!
Natsuki lifts her neck and kisses me, and lost in the passion I release my hold and then I fall over, while continuing to kiss Natsuki. On Sayori's bed.
Oh, hi.
The next moment I hear footsteps dash out of Sayori's room, and I stop kissing Natsuki. Sayori, wait, don't go!
Sayori! Crap, I shouldn't have done that!
It's my fault too, but we don't have time to talk about it. We exit Sayori's bedroom, then scan her living room and kitchen before opening her front door and find her sitting on her front step.